gain in the explosive cask, so you do get some initiation later on for some of those team fights. You've got the Thresh as well, which makes it a lot easier to utilize that. Stronger jungle players in the LCK so far. And okay, we're gonna see a teleport here.
Yeah, Keria has to flash away. The teleport comes in. BDD very trying to get in there. Kana is going to get speared down. Is he tanky enough? The answer is no. He will shot a lot of the squishy members on the side of gen.g. And look at their lineup. Outside of Rel, it's like, well, not feeling good about this one. As Kana maybe going a little bit too far forward. Now he has to try to cast early, but with no flash.
He's actually rotating over now. He's actually going to clear this vision. They're going to go for a dive.
Oh, Ruler getting in there to start us off. Engage KaiSser, but here comes the Pantheon, and they immediately turn it onto Light, who goes...
The win rate in the LCK, 1 and 2. It's only been played 3 times. Meanwhile, in LPL, he's 13 and 3, so...
Yeah, I mean, this is, there's so much gold that's just bleeding into the pockets of Gumayusi in this game. 610 more, as the Rift Herald that was taken earlier on, that could have been used to get more of these plates earlier on, maybe even get First Blood turret, but put down later after they go for the failed gank down on the bottom side. They're still going to be able to take down this turret and all of its plates
possible right now. And again, what the Camille offers in side laning, the Gragas is going to have in terms of team fights later on, as he is building damage, he is going to have great, but getting back control of this map is going to be the first step.
Yeah, you know, remains to be seen if they can do that, because right now from ahead, so it's like, okay, well, nice trade, Ruler. You want to fight again? Flash comes in from Keria. Keep in mind, this is 2v3 right now, but with the Pantheon on the map here, he immediately gets into that back line, and we've got lanterns, we've got flashes. That's what T1 say. Trying to sell everything to gen.g, who do not want to have any of it. Faker maybe going a little bit too far, but eventually does get that kill, and a really fantastic cast comes out from the respawns at 20 minutes into the game are actually quite fast, and they still had teleport available on BDD, so he's able to get into the fight. And in fact, this Cloud Trace was
definitely an overextension.
Oh boy. And now I don't know what's going on here, but Ruler continuously trying to take these trades, and he's just going to get... Yeah, it's pretty interesting, you know, they just send Kata away from the lane that Rascal is in. Rascal now...
How much Rascal's effectiveness on the map has been potent, right? It hasn't really been as great. He's only 4 CS up, in fact, of gen.g. They're very far away from this turret, so they just get this for free. Now, what do they gain? Not a whole lot. In fact, rotation here through their jungle to try to wrap around. That might be too slow.
Look at this! BDD has to flash away from Gumayusi, who is diving a turret with a lantern on his back. There is nothing that the Syndra can do at this point in time.
Meanwhile,
and even under the turret, take a look at this. Trying to deny the turret take from Rascal. Kana down a level.
Thresh open is a mistake that gen.g will definitely be thinking about going to game 2 strat, win or lose here.
Well, Rascal is gigantic. So this is what I was talking about. You're going to have the Pantheon that comes in and helps, but even then, you know, 2v1, this Rascal is eventually going to get so out of control that you cannot do anything against it. And here we go.
Here.
By the way, yeah, LM doesn't have teleport. He's the jungle, so he's not in position for the Baron. He has to try to help out. The inhibitor, very importantly, doesn't go down, actually. Rascal is going to miss the kill. Maybe, hopefully, the minions can get that for him. Yeah. And the minions do, thankfully, for him. And now he's actually on the run. He might be able to get out of this one. And I believe that he will.
There's around this Drake. They're not sure if T1 is rushing over to the Baron or not at that moment, so they make the call to back off. Very much a faster rotation this time from T1, much more decisive. And this is exactly the same thing. All right, we're going to see the teleport.
All right, this time we do have the teleport coming in. It's going to be Zoe. Faker gets the Baron here as the Rel will move in, but fighting front to back with Gumayusi is such a good play here for T1. He is shredding through every single player on the side of gen.g. There is no hope for anyone to survive
the map and controlling this insane duo of Gumayusi and Keria. As you mentioned, I don't think there's any way surviving this for gen.g. The Baron buff, the push to end the game here now as T1 finally get to be decisive and make that Baron play.
Yeah, Kana not even here. He's like, all right, thank you, team. You know, better top lane wins, ha. We'll see if this counter engage can actually work. They're going to take out Gumayusi, maybe going a little bit too close to the turrets, as now Faker is just going to run away with his tail between his legs, not able to do it all alone here.
Just kind of sit around and push mid like they have been so much. They're actually going to look for an inhibitor. And this is going to force a reaction out of Gen.g.
And importantly, it's the lane where their inhibitor is down. So it takes some pressure away from the split pushing of Rascal in the side lane. They say, well, I dare you to split push against 5 of us. You're not going to be able to. Fighting front to back, if Gumi is ever protected, I think T1 win 100% of the time. And as long as, you know, they don't get poked out.
Huge cast.
Oh man, huge damage from the cast coming in here. Rascal desperately trying to get into the back line. But again, Gumi Yusi is protected. Another fantastic hook onto Klid, as there is no room for him. They're all just going to have to try to run away here. BDD trying to do it alone, nearly takes out Faker, but that Nexus is so low, they could probably just click on it at this point in time. Gumi
Faker's
Yusi
down.
still protected in the back. He is just one-shotting people now, as Ruler desperately trying to make it happen. Gumi Yusi going to wait here for the kill, picks up the triple kill, and picks up the game. And man, what